Hello everyone, welcome to another Mafia Godfathers video. In this video I'm going to show you everything about the new Chernobog vehicle that came out with the Doomsday Heist update not too long ago. So I've recently purchased this and customized it, so I will give you a walkthrough of all the customization options and we'll give it a test drive too. So in order to customize anything when you're in your bunker, and by the way, you do need to have this bunker to have the Chernobog because it is not stored in a personal garage or anything like that. It will be parked in this part of the bunker at all times. So it's not in a regular parking spot like these vehicles would be. It has its own spot in your bunker, so it'll always be over here. So we'll step inside here. In order to customize anything in the bunker, you have to be inside the vehicle, and then you'll see that little thing in the top left that'll ask you to press the right directional button to access a facility vehicle workshop. And I am playing on PlayStation 4, so anything that I say will be equivalent to that on the Xbox One if you're playing on that console. So let's get started. We'll push the right directional button here. And lots of things are the same. The nice thing about this vehicle is it's all, when you purchase it, and I believe you can purchase it for around 2.8 million. Actually, let's take a look at that before I, oops, sorry about that. Let's take a look at how much it is real quick, just so you know where you can buy it and everything. So we'll come down here to Warstock Cash and Carry. And there you go, there's the Chernobog, and I have the trade prices for all of these vehicles as I have completed every heist. 2.49 million, $2,490,000 to purchase it. So now I'll re-enter here. And like I said, the nice thing about this vehicle is that it comes completely weaponized when you purchase it, so you don't have to worry about spending another $200,000 plus on weapons. But there are other customization options. Everything is basically the same for as you would be in Los Santos Customs with a supercar or whatever. It's all the same prices for the armor, the brakes, the engine, stuff like that. So I put the maximum on everything. And this is a rather slow vehicle, but the engine and turbo and transmission upgrades do give it a acceleration boost. So it does go faster whenever you put these upgrades on. And you can put a new horn on if you want, but I did not. And then lights, you can't put any neon lights underneath or neon kits, but for this vehicle you can only do the headlights. You can have them stock or xenon. And then there's all the liveries that you have unlocked so far through your bunker work. So you can put any one of those on there that you want, and then respray the truck. I left it the Army tan color. Loss and theft protection will already be on there if you purchased it from Warstock Cash and Carry. License plate, put your custom plate on there if you have one made on the iFruit app on your mobile phone. And then you can respray primary and secondary colors. Primary color will be the body of the truck, and secondary color will be the missiles, the missile launcher on the back, and the rims for the tires. So both of those will change color with the secondary color. You can't change the wheels on this vehicle, so you can only change the wheel color through the secondary color option. You put your crew emblem, there's where it will go. If you want to put your crew emblem on the truck, it'll be right on the driver door. Then transmission you can put on, turbo you can put on, and then wheels, all you can do is the tire enhancements and tire smoke. So you can't change the wheel type, but you can put bulletproof tires on, and you can't put tire smoke on. And then lastly, the windows, you can put limo tint on, or any tint you want, or no tint, whatever floats your boat. And that's pretty much all you can do. So there's not a whole lot of customization options for this vehicle, but it kind of speaks for itself when it's outside running around and everything. So we will give this a go here. We'll exit the vehicle workshop, and we'll bring this thing outside. There we are, outside, and I guess this would still be considered Blaine County or just the San Andreas. And there are a bunch of pros and cons for this vehicle. One of the pros of it is excellent hill climbing. Although it is a big and lanky vehicle, it can really climb the hills. So I've had a few situations where I've had cops on me or something with this vehicle, and if you turn up a hill, this thing will climb almost anything. So you can give that a try for yourself if you get it. But if I find a spot here where it would be able to go up without a straight wall, here, it has a lot of power, and it doesn't go very fast up the hill, but lots of cars like to slide down at certain points, and this thing just goes. It plows right through everything. So until you hit something like that where it's a completely vertical drop. But if you're trying to get away from the cops quickly in this, that's probably the best way to do it, is to do a hill climb real quick if you're near a mountain. So, and there's a couple other things that are good about this vehicle. For example, I don't know if you can see because it is dark out. I wish it was brighter out when I was making this video, but you can turn all 4 tires on this. Let me turn the lights off so you can see better. You can turn all 4 tires on this vehicle when you make a turn. So I don't know if you can see, but all 4 are turned right there, and either direction. So if you're going slow, it'll make really tight turns. But when you're going at a faster pace, only the front wheels will turn, and the back ones will give it an assist here and there. But if you're going at top speed, this thing has a lot of trouble turning, so you kind of have to let off the gas whenever you're making a turn in order to keep control and not veer off the road or anything. And you can see how much shorter the turning radius gets as you pick up speed, which is true for pretty much any car. So, but this thing is it's pretty difficult to drive when you're going fast. Some of the cons about this truck. First is that it's a little difficult to handle at high speeds. But also, it doesn't have, even though you upgrade the armor all the way, it doesn't have that much armor on it. So it can only withstand about 3 or 4 explosions before it blows up. And unfortunately, if you hit a car head on, it will blow it up on impact, unless it's like a big SUV or a truck. But if it's something like this here and you run it over, oh, oops, sorry, that was a Jeep, I didn't realize. But yeah, if it's something large, you don't have to worry about it. But if it's like a supercar or a sports car and you hit it, it will blow up on impact. And it can only withstand about 3 or 4 of those explosions before it catches on fire, which is kind of depressing for the vehicle because it looks so awesome and like it has so much armor, but it doesn't withstand as much as the Conjali tank or the Rhino. And I haven't tested it with RPGs or anything, but I would imagine that it's about the same for those two. You can only withstand a few explosions. The other bad thing about this is if you've played the Bogdan Heist, the Bogdan Problem Heist, which is Act 2 of the Doomsday Heist, you've probably used this vehicle, and you would know then that you need to have 2 people to operate it. That's not necessarily the case in GTAOnline. If you purchase this thing, you can still shoot the missile launcher, but you can't shoot them from the driver's seat. And that is the annoying part about this truck, because once you get a 5-star wanted level, it's almost impossible to switch seats to get back and take off. But I will show you quickly here. Let me just get into a little bit of an open area. In order to access the missile launcher, what you're going to want to do is come to a complete stop and then hold the right directional button if you're playing on a PS4. It would be the equivalent for whatever it is on the Xbox One. But that will put the stabilizers down for the vehicle, and then you're going to get out of the vehicle after you do that, and hold triangle when you get back here, and it'll put you into the rear of the vehicle. And this is where you have to be in order to access the missile launcher. And you'll see it'll come off of its bed, and you can shoot it. So you can free shoot it just by holding R2, or if you want to lock onto something, you have to hold L2. And it takes a good amount of time for it to actually lock on, more time than the Hydra or other vehicles. And then you hold R2 to shoot after you've locked on to something. And this thing is insanely accurate. That's one really good thing about it. And that's another one of its problems. It has trouble locking onto one thing if there are multiple moving objects. But if I can get a car by itself here, let's see if I can get this. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Sorry guys, I'm trying my best here. There we go. It'll really take out anything in its path, and you see it is fun to watch the cars fly through the air and helicopters whenever you get cops on you and everything. So I'm surprised I don't have any stars on me yet, but I'm sure I will soon. There you go. This is fun to do if you want to do a 5-star run, this is a fun vehicle to do it in. But one thing is, the windows aren't exactly bulletproof, so you can be shot through the windows, and it's not that hard for the cops to kill you if they get close. Another con about this vehicle is you can't go any lower than this with the turret on the back. So you can't shoot anything that's within about maybe 50 to 100 feet of the truck. And that's what really sucks when the cops are coming up towards you. And real quick, I'm going to call Lester here to get rid of the cops, so I don't have to deal with it.
I take it this isn't a social call.
So there's
no
that.
problem. I'll get him.
But yeah, you can't go any lower than this when you're shooting, and it won't let you lock onto anything really close to the truck. So if there's a cop standing right next to the truck shooting you, there's nothing that you can do to stop it unless you get out and shoot him. And last thing that I can think of that's not so great about this vehicle is that you cannot shoot anything from the front seat. So when you're driving, there's no like arm out the window with the Uzi shooting. You can't do anything like that. That's the only thing that really sucks about being the driver for this. I mean, it's great to plow things out of the way and stuff like that, but it's not so great for shooting or doing drive-by shootings or anything like that. So I think that's all I can think of for the Chernobog. So I hope this video helps you guys decide if you want to purchase it or not. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. But overall, I'm a fan of this vehicle. It's not my favorite, but it is fun to drive. It's fun to drive around and blow things up and whatnot. But it does have a lot of setbacks, so hopefully Rockstar will acknowledge them eventually. But we'll see what they come up with. But for now, thanks for watching, and I hope this video helps you guys. Again, leave any questions you have in the comments section. Don't forget to give us a subscribe on YouTube, a like on Facebook, and a follow on Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.